Thursday, April 19th, 2012. Welcome to the show. I'm Mike Eckford.
And I'm Fiona Forbes, and we have a winning program coming up for you. We have what we're calling it on Urban
Feel
Rush
it.
is a reverse sweep program today. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We are celebrating a win in Vancouver.
Yeah, first time it's happened this postseason, and boy, was it nice to have
good?
Daniel Sedin back in the lineup. You just realized the magic between he and his brother.
Okay, well, let's look at a Sediner moment, because they are my favorite players ever times infinity. And there's nothing like watching them play, watching them pass, watching them
look how
score
happy
together.
they are.
I know, bros.
Just watch Henrik and watch how...
Yeah, buddy.
Those two were all fired up last night. Daniel was throwing some punches at guys. I mean, it was another thing. So, with all due respect for Los Angeles, because I do think they're a very good hockey team and they have some great players, the Canucks have a taste of it now, and I think they're in deep trouble.
I think they call that en el fuego.
Yeah, I think there's some fire, man.
Fire, and well, the game's going to be Sunday, so there's a little bit of a break. No word on what time the game is, because what are there, 4 games?
Yeah, there's 4 games, but 3 of the series could end before Sunday, so that means the game could be on it could be a nooner, it could be a 3 o'clock, it could be a 7 o'clock.
Well, whenever
Nobody
knows.
knows.
I can't wait, because it feels good, people. Let's do this.
I'm going to be, unfortunately, I'm just realizing as we're talking about this, I'm going to San Francisco this weekend.
You can find it on San Francisco television.
No, but I'll be flying from San Francisco back here, and of course, the Canadian government and their ultimate intelligence. If you're flying from Canada down to the U.S., you can watch TV on the plane.
Right.
You can use the internet. If you're flying from the U.S. to Canada, you can't do any of that stuff. So I'm going to miss the hockey game.
Depends on what airline.
The Canadian government, no.
You can get Wi-Fi. I call it Wi-Fi as a joke. Wi-Fi, you can get Wi-Fi on some airplanes.
Not on the way from the U.S. back here, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a whole...
Depends on the airline.
I thought it was a government regulation, not an airline.
Well, then I've been using illegal internets at 30,000 feet.
How has the plane not crashed?
Okay,
I don't know.
So last night I was watching the game, but I was also watching...
The game?
The early feed, yes, of the other game, also known as the Real Housewives of Vancouver. Well, it was an extra special night to watch the Real Housewives, because one of my girlfriends, Mary Zilba, is a housewife, and she had a bunch of us over, and she also has 3 teenage boys. So the boys all had their jerseys on in the kitchen on the television watching the Canucks, and me and the ladies.
Why? Because this is what happened in my house.
So a lot of people were accusing us on Twitter of not watching the game or supporting them. We were watching both. There is housewife Christina with her champ t-shirt on. There's Marika and Mary and Christina and me. We are watching, we were watching Housewives for the first period or so when we were not in the game, really. And there's Kevin as well, who you recognize from the show.
Yeah.
But we watched both at the same time, and I have to say that it was really fun to win. So you know when you have the magic people when you first win a game and you're together for the first time?
You all have to be together
Sunday,
again
we all have to be together to watch the game.
Why? Because this happened in my household as well. My wife was watching Real Housewives. I was watching the hockey game. I got the TV in the kitchen. She got the TV in the den. You guys got the TV in the big, good, wicked TV.
Well, I have to say they have a great room, so it's actually there's 2 living rooms, so there was equal.
Well, I wish I were a Real Housewife then. You may have noticed some changes around here. We are making big changes to the show. We're going to make a whole bunch of them over the summer. We're going to relaunch in September. It's going to be very exciting.
Yeah, we're trying to decide what all the changes are now, but we had a little midnight mission.
Yes, because we were thinking we'd love to change up the furniture, just to make it a little more intimate, and we loved the couch that we were on before.
Where in the Shaw Tower could we find some really nice furniture?
So we went up to the 17th floor, and we stole a bunch of furniture from our own building.
So if any of you were at some of the wonderful Olympic soirees that were held here at the Shaw Tower, you might recognize the golden egg coffee tables and the beautiful golden logs, because, you know, gold medal winners, they like that sort of thing.
So this is also a test to see who within our company watches our program as well, because someone somewhere will be like,
where's my chair?
Is that my chair? So we just went up the freight elevator, we grabbed a bunch of stuff, we put it in our set, because we figured by the time it's down here, now it's permanent, right?
Yeah.
You can't
we
just
tagged it.
You can't just change out set furniture. So now we own the golden egg, we own the golden stump.
And the natural instinct, I have to say, of our crew, our interns. I walked into the studio a few times this morning before we were.
Someone was laying the golden egg.
Everybody is trying to get in the position to lay the egg.
If you show the egg again,
male or female, when you're trying to lay that egg, that doesn't look that good?
Now you know why. There are probably going to be a lot of pictures on social media of people trying to do a variety of different things with that egg.
Have you tried to lay the egg yet?
No, I'm going to roost on the egg. So I'm just going to sit on top of it.
Going to ruffle your feathers, are you?
I grew up with chickens. I know them. I know their sounds well.
You know them.
I know them.
You know them.
I do know chickens. I could show you a bunch of pictures of me with chickens.
I bet you could, Larry Flint. What?
I don't even know who that is.
Didn't he like chickens?
Did he create fire?
Yes. He laid the golden egg, so to speak. Google it, kids. Oh, don't. Anyway, we have a great show coming up for you today, but first we are going to check in with Elise at Rock 101.
I don't know what just happened.
Hi guys, well this week on the Bro Jake Show we've had a lot of fun with motorcycles, specifically Harleys, because we are giving away $100 Barnes Harley-Davidson gift certificates if you have a bike that sounds awesome and meaty. So that's what you gotta do. We're gonna do it all week, so you gotta call us and then rev that bike up if it sounds the meatiest, as they like to say. Then you win $100, it's just that easy.
Very nice.
Revving my motorcycle right now.
And I want to mention as well, Barnes Harley-Davidson this weekend, they have their big garage sale, which they do every year over the weekend, so you can go in there and get some great deals on all kinds of stuff. And they're also having demo days. So if you love to ride, if you haven't gone into the world of Harleys, or if you're looking for a new one, if you just bring your helmet, you bring your gear, your riding gear, and you bring, of course, your motorcycle license, you can demo a Harley on the weekend.
Let's
How much
do
fun?
it, Eckford.
I believe that's Friday and Saturday you can do that.
What am I
there.
talking about? I'm scared of motorcycles.
You can be on the back of mine, little
No,
lady.
isn't that pad reserved for you?
Yeah.
It is. We're going to take a break.